Thank you to Dr. Christy Searcy for this opportunity to share with Woman Come Forth. I'm excited about this opportunity. As I thought about what I would say, I felt led to share from Romans 8:37. I want to remind you that the fight is fixed and we win. Romans 8:37, the Amplified Version reads, "Yet in all these things, we are more than conquerors and gain an overwhelming victory through him who loved us so much that he died for us." Today, I want to share my thoughts about conquering the crazy cycle. Conquering the crazy cycle. As Christian women, we have a lot of responsibilities. We have to kind of juggle between spending time with the Lord, our family, friends, work, staying fit and healthy, church, ministry, making time for ourselves without feeling guilty. Most of us live fast-paced lives. Due to the many demands that are placed on us, we may feel that we're going in circles or that we're even potentially in a crazy cycle. Sometimes maintaining our schedules and fulfilling our obligations can be just downright messy. Even when we find ourselves managing to juggle our responsibilities, there are going to be times when we feel overloaded. Times when we realize that we need to cut back or even cut something out altogether. So I have 4 C's that I want to share with you today that I think will help us get things in perspective and prioritize what's most important to us. The first C I want to share is crave his presence. Crave his presence. God has a plan for each and every one of us. It's a wonderful plan. And if we follow his plan, then we'll bring about his perfect will in our lives. By making time for him each and every day, we can find this plan. Start each day in prayer, praise, and reading his word. Take each day moment by moment and spend time in his presence. Having an intimate, personal relationship with him is the only way that we can live a life that glorifies God. So remember to crave his presence. Second, we're going to have to correct what is out of order. Correct what is out of order. God is not the author of confusion. If God told you to do something, then you better do it. If you know that you should be focusing on something and you're not, or you should not be focusing on something and you are, then you better correct it. The challenge for most of us is understanding what we need to do and when. Now, planners and calendars, they can't show us exactly what our priorities should be. The Lord will lead, guide, and direct us when we ask him to. The Bible clearly tells us to lean not to our own understanding, but in all of our ways acknowledge him, and he will direct our path. So let's commit to correcting what is out of order. Number 3, we want to commit to change. Commit to change. Psalm 37:5 reminds us to commit everything you do to the Lord. Trust him, and he will help you. If you want something different, then you have to do something different. Make the necessary changes to live a life that gives God glory. If you're feeling that you don't have enough time to do the things you want to do, then you have to prioritize and find time to do the things that are important to you. You have to figure out, you have to take deliberate steps to eliminate things that no longer serve you or things that God has told you this is not the season for. Figure out what you want out of life and make those things your priorities. Less is more when you're trying to strike the right balance. You just might find that you're more fulfilled by doing fewer activities. And last, but certainly not least, number 4, you have to choose to follow his will for your life. Choose to follow his will for your life. Revelations 3:8 tells us, I know thy works. Behold, I have set before you an open door, and no man can shut it. For thou hast a little strength, and hast kept my word, and has not denied my name. God is expecting us to not only keep his word written to us, but also to keep the word that he has spoken to us. Obedience is better than sacrifice. Choose to follow his will for your life. I want to remind you that you can conquer the crazy cycle. Jesus conquered the crazy cycle in the Garden of Gethsemane. He dealt with every emotion known to man. The fight is fixed and we win. So you too can conquer the crazy cycle.